You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe, punch the like button. And as always, thank you guys and gals for watching. The WNBA, it seems, is much more known for its activism than it is its basketball. I mean, hell, if the WNBA stars hadn't started running their mouths, I wouldn't even have known the league had started. Outside of the fact that it was revealed, and I did that video, that the WNBA TV ratings are all-time gutter trash. Well, it's weird because New York, Chicago, LA, San Francisco, Nashville, Houston. I mean, I could name Seattle, Portland. These cities suffer from a plague of black-on-black crime every week. People, kids, infants get shot and killed every single week. Now, you never hear a damn thing from Democrats, the socialists, about controlling gun violence in predominantly black communities. Black Lives Matter? Where are you? Marching the street? Nah, you're bullshit. You're bullshit. The B in Lives Matter is for bullshit. But because the WNBA knows this is a Joe Biden and a leftist talking point, you saw Beto O'Rourke, that piece of shit, interrupt Greg Abbott yesterday. I mean, selfishly, despicably showing up. They know this is an opportunity. There's all kinds of issues that happened in Uvalde in that tragic event, and it was awful. But they're seizing this opportunity to politicize this. I mean, there's nobody in the streets over everything that happens all the time. But the WNBA decides they want to have a media blackout over this shooting. Why? Not because of the tragic shooting, no. It's because they know this is a leftist activism political talking point that the Democrats are serving up on a platter. We're watching it. Washington Mystics' Natasha shares emotional reaction to Texas school shooting. The Washington Mystics organization held another media blackout following the shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde to discuss gun violence and to stress pleas for the government to take action. As she normally does, guard Natasha Cloud was the voice of the team, speaking on behalf of her teammates after Washington's 70-50 win over the Atlanta Dream on Tuesday night in Washington. Quote, "Today we're going to do another media blackout," Cloud said following the contest. "I think that you all are aware of what is happening, what happened in Texas, what happened in Buffalo not even a week and a half ago. We have an issue in this country not only with white supremacy," here we go bringing race into this. I mean, what happened in Uvalde had nothing to do with what happened in Buffalo. We also have a gun violence issue, and this is us using our platform. Where have you been for years now? Where have you been? We have a gun violence issue? Okay. An 18-year-old gunman opened fire on Tuesday, killing 19 children in the last week of school before the summer break. 2 adults were also killed, many more injured. It was the deadliest school shooting since a gunman killed 20 and 6 educators at Sandy Hook 10 years ago. And he goes on to talk about the Buffalo shooting. Quote, "This game doesn't matter." Cloud continued, "The lives that were lost today from senseless gun violence in Texas at an elementary school, we're talking about our kids not being safe to go to school, and our government is not implementing sensible gun laws. This is not about taking people's rights away from bearing arms. This is about putting sensible gun laws so this doesn't happen again." How about some mental health things? Where are you at on that? Clow was direct in her comments, asking society not to continue to make the same mistakes and allow these horrific events to happen. She claims nothing is being done at the legislation level because of money and for profit. She asked those who are tired of these shootings happening to write to local and federal representatives. This is not the first time the Mystics have had a media blackout. For the 4th straight season, the team dedicated at least one media availability to discuss societal issues in the United States. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So that's where we're going to stop. By the way, they had a media blackout over Jacob Blake, if that tells you anything. Yeah. So, again, leftist talking point where we want stricter gun laws. Okay, the WNBA shows up for that. How many people die in black communities every week? You're silent, which also means you're bullshit. I mean, come on. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Look, there are many things that can be done to prevent what happened in Uvalde, and that event was repugnant. It was tragic. My son used to go to that school. So there is something that is personal about it. Absolutely. It's god-awful. What happened in Buffalo, absolutely repugnant. But it's not got to do with what they were carrying in their hands. There's the mental state of the person. There's all kinds of things that can be done. I'm not using this to tell you what they are because you leftist activists in the WNBA, you know damn well if you do a little research, you can find out the things that don't take the guns away from people that in this country we have a right to bear. But you know it's a bullshit socialist Democrat talking point. And you're using this as a virtue signal. That seems to be the only thing your league is good for. It's certainly not good for basketball because nobody gives a shit. Luckily, nobody watches your piece of shit league. Nobody watches it. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. I mean, hell, if Brittany Griner hadn't been arrested in Russia, I wouldn't even have known the season had started in the WNBA. Once again, the league exists because the NBA subsidizes it. Basically. Peace. I'm out.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.